line to deep right center. Amos Otis way back. That one's going, and it is gone. Almost in the same spot as Johnny Bench's in the upper deck in right center. I've never seen so many long drives to the opposite field by right-handed batters that we've had in this game. That's another tremendous shot for a right-hander. 450, 460.
Here's that Clemente swing once again. Look at that bat stay back. Cock. Now a trademark. Hitting off the front foot. Look at that right foot, the rear foot, a foot off the ground, something that is not advisable as a hitter.
In June of 1970, he walked 8 in that game, hit a batter, and still pitched a no-hit, no-run game. There's a long drive. That one is going way up. It is off the roof. That hit the transformer up there. A tremendous smash. Only 8 players have hit the ball over the roof here in Detroit. And Jackson nearly did it then out of the ballpark.
It's been done 13 times, Kurt. Norm Cash has done it the most, 4 times.
Hey everyone, it's Don with Don's Field of Dreams Cards. Going to make a video today about the 1971 All-Star Game using my cards. I did one recently about the 1955 All-Star Game, and it got pretty good reviews, so I thought I would do another one with some of the cards that I have. This one I am going to show some non-Hall of Famers because I have their cards. I'm showing all of the starters except for one, and I'm using the 1976 top set because I don't have many non-Hall of Fame cards, and I almost have that full set, and that was as close to the 71 set that I could get. And if I do have a card from 1971 of a particular player, I'm going to show it. If not, I'm going to find something as close as I can. So the game was played on July 13th, 1971 in Detroit at Tiger Stadium. American League won 6-4. The winning pitcher was Vida Blue, the recently passed away Vida Blue of the Oakland A's. And the losing pitcher, which you saw earlier in the video, giving up a home run to Reggie Jackson, was Doc Ellis. I've always loved the 76, the green and yellow for the A's and the Pirates. The ceremonial first pitch was thrown out by none other than Charlie Gehringer, all-time great of the Detroit Tigers. So there were 22 Hall of Famers in this game, and that's not including Joe Torre, who made it as a manager, or the National League manager Sparky Anderson, or the American League manager Earl Weaver, who are also in the Hall of Fame. But there's, and also Pete Rose, who could have been in the Hall of Fame, was also in this game. So start off with the National League at catcher. The Cincinnati Reds was Johnny Bench. First base, San Francisco Giants' own Willie McCovey. As mentioned earlier, I was missing one starter, and that's Glenn Beckert of the Chicago Cubs. Don't have a card of his. Had Joe Torre at third base. Guessing was probably with the Braves in 71. At shortstop, you had Bud Harrelson, probably most famous for getting in a fight with Pete Rose. In the outfield, you had Henry Aaron. There's his 71. You had Willie Mays. And probably better known as a first baseman, but this guy had a great arm in left field when he was younger, and that was Willie Stargell. As you can see in his 71 card, says he was an outfielder. So the Hall of Famers on the bench for the National League was, you had Ron Santo, and I include this guy in the Hall of Fame even though he's not in, but we all know how good he was. Pete Rose, Lou Brock, and Roberto Clemente. The pitching staff, it's funny, the starter wasn't a Hall of Famer, but there were 4 Hall of Famers that were on that roster. You had Steve Carlton, you had Fergie Jenkinson, Juan Marichal with the Giants. And Tom Seaver of the Mets. So now going over to the American League starters. At catcher for the Oakland Athletics, got Ray Fosse. I forget what World Series it was that Pete Rose barreled him over. I don't think it was this one. He might have even been with Cleveland when that happened. I'm not 100% sure. But you had Boog Powell at first. Probably was on the Orioles in 71. You had Rod Carew, second base. Another 71 card. Third base, you had Brooks Robinson. And again, I don't have the 71s of all these guys, so wish I did, but I don't. Louis Aparicio was at shortstop. You had Tony Oliva in the outfield. And you had Carl Yastrzemski finishing out the outfield. As far as the bench goes, the MVP of the game, Frank Robinson. And then the pitching, jumping ahead of myself, Harmon Killebrew was on the bench. Reggie Jackson, who hit that home run, and I believe there was 5 home runs in that game. Jackson hit that monster shot off of Doc Ellis, the hometown hero, Al Kaline. And then the only pitcher for the American League team that was a Hall of Famer was Jim Palmer. So that's the 1971 All-Star Game through my cards. As always, guys, thanks for watching my video, and I'll talk to you soon.